So let's get going in this very aggressive, very angry feeling GP3. It feels so focused. We've got custom dampers and springs. It's 10mm lower. Everything feels, well, incredibly firm, which is a good thing for the track. And let's see what it's like for the road. Let's put it in GP mode. We'll flick this switch down. We'll go across to manual, push that across and drop it down a gear. Oh my word. This, geez, this is sticking to the right. Front wheel drive. We've got a limited slip diff at the front. We've got custom Hankook tyres on here to get the power down. You can definitely feel every lump and bump in this road, and there is torque steer. It's a very, well, you need to have your wits about you in this car. You cannot lose focus for a second. Wow, this is fantastic. What a car. Completely impractical for most things other than having fun. We've got this lovely new digital display as found in the Mini Electric, but this is definitely something rather special, and I wish I could own this car now. You would need it as a second car, admittedly, I think, because you haven't got any back seats. It's just so uncompromising, but it is brilliant. This driving position is almost perfect. The pickup in this, wow. Jesus. This is bonkers, absolutely bonkers, this thing. Oh, I can feel every undulation in this road. I can feel probably a pebble that goes underneath this, but oh my. It's like trying to tame a raging bull in this thing. We've got some very tight and twisty bits coming up here. Oh, down. My word, it's sticking. It's wow. I think that's the best description. We'll come out of this bend. This is brutal, and Mini, I can understand why this is the most expensive car you sell at the moment. £37,000 worth of absolute animal. It looks brilliant, it drives brilliant. Not a family car, mind you, unless there's only two of you. But these, oh yeah, this is where the ride, you can definitely notice there, it's very firm indeed. But you don't buy a GP for comfort, you buy it for the aggression, the excitement. It makes you feel alive, this car. And this is incredible. I feel very privileged being able to take this car out. Oh, let's relax for a minute. Now, going over to the auto gearbox, I know a lot of people have thought, oh, it should come with a manual, but I don't think I want a manual in this. You are fighting the, oh my goodness. Yeah, I've got both hands on the wheel. I'm gripping on for dear life with this thing. And if you had to reach down to change gear, nah, no thank you. But that's part of the pleasure of this car. It is something very, very special. and breathe. Yeah, fantastic. Nothing else. I'm saying fantastic too many times, but it is utterly brilliant, this car. Let's get out of this junction. Oh, here we go. And foot down. Yeah, that was 60 very quickly. The only thing I found there, to be honest, was there was a slight lag changing up in first, but after that it was pulling and pulling. Oh, thank you Steve at Chandlers and Joe for sorting this car out. I might not have it for very long, and I need to keep the mileage down because this is for sale, but I can understand the love affair with this. It is a JCW turned up to 11. And I've had a lot of people pointing at this car. Back there when we were having a look around the outside, a police car pulled over and I thought, oh no, what have I done? But they wanted to chat and look around the car and take some pictures. It is awesome. It is such a distinctive car. There's nothing else quite like this out there. And yeah, there is a lag in first there, but after that, this thing is properly fast. I don't know whether Mini have designed it to do that, you know, to get the power down, but once you're off, this is proper rapid. It feels quicker than the JCW Clubman once you are going. I had that a few weeks ago. I put a card up for that. But once you're off the mark, once you're doing 20, this thing keeps pulling and pulling. You've got to remember it's quite a light car as well. It's like 1250 kilos, so it's 80 kilos less than the standard JCW. I don't know what else to say about this other than I want to buy it. Now this here is the most extreme, the most bonkers, slightly unhinged Mini you can currently buy. It is the brand new JCW GP3. Now it's thanks to Chandlers Mini in Hailsham. I've got it for the next day. Just to note, it's actually for sale at the moment for around £37,000. And because this is a limited edition with only 3,000 models worldwide and 575 in the UK, give them a ring and yeah, go and buy it because it's brilliant. Anyway, we'll start what's underneath the bonnet. We've got a 2-litre turbocharged engine. You'll find this also in the JCW Clubman. So it's 307 brake horsepower and 450 newton meters of torque. Now insanely, that's just going through the front wheels. I think that could add some, well, challenges once we take it out on the road. So we've got a strut brace running across the front here. It certainly does mean business. We've got holes for the headlights to fit through. That's a unique thing I don't think you see on other cars. So we'll put that down. Now this here used to be used as a proper air intake. When the car was supercharged, it used to force air in, and that was sort of on the GP1 era of cars, but it's just a styling feature now. The actual overall colour of this car, it's in racing grey, and we've got contrasting roof in melting silver to go with the roof, the wing mirrors. So let's have a look at the front here. So blacked out Mini badge. The front here we've got these sort of highlighted areas in red chili, lots of air vents. So here we've got some under here, these air scoops. Need lots of air into this rather greedy engine, but it looks very angry from the front, but brilliant. So we'll head on round the side now. Probably the most controversial part of this car are these larger wheel arches. Now these are made from their carbon fibre reinforced polymer, and it's the same material used in the i8 and i3. But what they've had to do is make the car wider by 40 mil, so to fit wider tyres on, and because the tyres have to be flush with the body, they've added this additional piece on, and I think that looks pretty cool though. Over here it says your chassis number, so this is number 477. We've also now got some decals in red down the side. I think it's supposed to be a stylised GP logo. Looks fantastic though. If we look at the actual wheels as well, these are 18-inch forged alloys. These are lightweight, very, very lightweight. And we've got the calipers here. So we've got 330 mil and 4 piston at the front, and these are single piston at the back. Got the GP logo again for the centre cap. Now this is probably the most controversial thing about this car, is this wing. I love it, I absolutely love it. It really does mean business. But interestingly, the styling of it came from Concorde, the engine housing over the top, which is quite a cool thing. So little facts, this gap that runs down the middle is only there to accommodate this aerial. But looks right, gives it a different character, I suppose. Blacked out Mini badge. Down there we've got a couple of custom exhausts, so these are 90mm each side. We've got a diffuser. The rear bumper is slightly different as well. So if we have a look in the back, there's something missing in order to help save weight. Seats, no back seats whatsoever, and this is all in aid to save 80 kilos across the car. Now this red bar is a bit of a myth. People think it's to do with structural rigidity, and it's not. It's not a strut brace or anything. It's purely to stop the luggage flying into the front of the car. There is a slight dip down here as well, which means you can sort of put things there, and hopefully they won't go flying around too much. So let's hop inside. In here you are greeted by more GP badges in case you didn't notice. So we've got one on the door sill and one over on the mat. Also these lovely seats we'll talk about a bit later. Got the GP logo just there. We'll hop in. So in here, let's start it up. Oh, lovely. We've got the new digital display. This has first been seen in the Mini Electric. It's really nice. I prefer this. It looks a bit more modern. It's very, very clear, but we'll see a bit later on. So we've got various 3D printed parts, which is really good. We've got this 12 o'clock metal printed part. These paddle shifters are lovely. We've got a GP badge on the front of that, and then the plus and the minus. They feel really, really premium. And then over on the the passenger side, we've got this, again, chassis number, which is the same we've seen on the wings. The driving position is lovely. Oh, you know this car most definitely means business. So we know this car is completely uncompromising in terms of the driver experience. It's about being fast, nothing else. That's the removal of the back seats as well. So what's this like round a normal town? We're going to have a quick whiz around Hailsham and see how we get on. I have a feeling that speed bumps like the one ahead are going to be, well, you'll feel them. Yeah, doing 10 miles an hour over there, and you definitely noticed that slightly. You need to go very, very slowly over them. You do get people pointing and looking at you thinking, what on earth is that driving around? Because it is so outrageous for being a Mini. It doesn't look like any other Mini on the road. But I like that about the car. You want it to stand out. But that's quite surprising. I've just got it in automatic and we're just doing normal things. So yeah, you could use this every day if you felt so inclined to do so, although it's completely impractical, which is the only disadvantage. So yeah, you can use it around town. Not really exciting, but it's possible. So to sum up this GP3, mad, bonkers, unhinged, uncomfortable, uncompromising, hard riding, but wonderful, absolutely wonderful. The drive is uncompromising, but you put it through these back roads, you hold on tight, you need to tame this beast because it is fast, it's really fast, it's hard, it's bumpy. But I've not smiled this much in a car for quite a long time. So there you go, guys. That's the Mini GP3. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have making it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Comments are always welcome. And remember to click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.